Hey, glad you're back. It's been a minute, but those of you who like to watch real courtroom drama will be happy to hear that Court TV is back.
Almost as happy as I am.
Vinnie Politan, the main anchor of the reboot. So glad that you are back with them. Hard to believe it's been 11 years. You were explaining it all to me. It was
there's a tangled history of trial coverage on television, but Court TV itself ended 11 years ago. It was rebranded as True TV, and they still had trial coverage, but then it shrunk, and then it just disappeared and was gone.
Wow.
But now it's back, so I'm just looking forward. I'm looking forward.
This is your baby.
The thumbprint, too.
And is that your thumb?
It might be. There were a bunch of us who gave our thumbprints, and it's somebody's. We don't know whose.
Now, people know your background, most of them. You were a prosecutor in New Jersey.
Yeah, prosecutor in New Jersey. Loved doing that work, but went into the private practice of law after that. Did not love that work, and then really came back to my first love, because I did study communication in college and got back into television. And I've been able to put the two together, so I didn't waste all of my parents' money on law school, because I can actually use that and be on television.
Oh yeah, they need you to have that. You're going to be hosting a 6 to 9 p.m.
6 to 9, and all the anchors on Court TV, we're all lawyers, we've all practiced, we've all done it, so that's sort of a prerequisite to host the shows there. And we've got our teams in the field that'll be traveling around the country covering the biggest, most important, most compelling trials.
Which you started, you guys kicked off with a trial here, Newton County.
In Georgia.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. And Court TV is based here in Georgia. So that was the other thing, because, me and my family, we love living down here. This is the greatest place to live, to raise a family, and to be. So I was able to stay here, do the work I love in the first trial, again, out of Newton County, Covington. Tragic case, but, we're doing it, and we're on the air.
Very familiar to people with parents being accused of killing their newborn
daughter. This
daughter.
is the case of a little baby, Kalia. She was a newborn, just 15 days old, reported missing by mom. She's found buried in the woods behind their home a day later, and now mom and dad are charged with murder.
Gavel to gavel coverage.
Yeah, live gavel. So you don't know what's going to happen. It's compelling, but it's also important because if you look at some of the other national networks out there that cover news, it's one story over and over again, and it's always about politics, which is important, the legislative branch and the executive branch. There's a third branch of government out there. It's called the judicial, and that's what we're covering.
Well, and what are some of the other big cases? I know you guys are leaving next week for something big.
Yeah, we'll be out in California for California versus Kellen Winslow II. This is a guy who was an NFL star. Over the course of 10 years, earned $40 million, young guy, good-looking, beautiful family, has now been charged for being a serial sex offender of older women. So there's 5 accusers. We're in the Me Too era now, so it'll be interesting to see how the jury reacts to these women's stories, and it's going to be compelling.
What I love is you don't have to just watch Court TV on television, but you can watch this 24 hours.
Everywhere, and it's free. It's over the air on your digital antenna. You can find us here in Atlanta on Peachtree 17.2, I think it is.
Exactly.
And also, the streaming services, courttv.com. We've got an app for you.
I love it.
There's an app for it.
Okay. The app for that is?
Court TV. Just go to the App Store. You go to Court TV, find it, and it's streaming there.
So how are you guys getting this staff of people all over the country to cover these?
It's an all-star team, what it is, because I've worked at different places where we've covered trials, and the 2 vice presidents, Scott Tufts and John Oliva, who I've worked with for years, and me, we kind of know the names and the people who know how to do this, and we've brought them all together. Great leadership from Jonathan Cates from Cates Networks here in Atlanta, who also started
work for Turner,
right, and started Bounce and other networks. So incredible leadership. They have so much passion for what we're doing, and they believe in the trial coverage, which is important because we're here now for the long term. We're not going to fade away like we did last time. And it wasn't because people weren't watching, Karen.
What happened?
People were watching. It was just a corporate decision to change the programming for whatever reason. It wasn't because there weren't viewers. When we were covering live trials at Court TV during the day, because I watched the ratings every day, it was Fox News would win, Court TV was second, and then we beat CNN, HLN, and MSNBC combined. Okay, so people want to see this. There's a huge hole right now because people love true crime drama. It's everywhere. It's podcasts. There's these documentaries, Netflix. It's everywhere except live in the courtroom. But now we're back.
Well, we are excited you're back, and I know it's hard to find all the cases, but you have done it. Vinnie Politan, excited.
Great to see you.
Great to see you. Hopefully we'll see more of you on CBS 46 as well.
Hey, come on by. Anytime you need a legal expert, I'm ready.
You're all right. You heard that. Thanks
to
all of our guests, including Vinny. Be sure to join us for another edition of Public Affairs on Peach. We'll be back next Sunday morning at 11:30 a.m. Go Court TV. Great job.